In this recording, I'm going to cover the final part of the movie project, the Capstone project, review the elements to finish up the web splash screen. In this view, I have already set up a web splash screen size, and I'll review the size real quickly. I want you to set up a document by 1024 by 768 pixels. The actual resolution doesn't matter because the pixels map on a 1-to-1 ratio to whatever the resolution of the monitor screen is. So the distribution of pixels at 144 or higher or lower doesn't make any difference. It just goes by the height and width. I'm just going to say okay. Then here is the movie poster itself that I have fixed, but I have reduced this one in size. I'm going to look at its image size for a moment. I've reduced it to 1200 pixels, or it down to 6 by 8.25, 8.4 inches. And this way I know it's closer to the size of my web splash screen, at least horizontally. It's still larger. It's much larger vertically, but I'm not concerned about the vertical part because I'm going to try to arrange things so they fit into a horizontal format. I'm just going to click OK. So right now I want to go ahead and arrange this maybe up vertical or horizontal. I think I'll do horizontal. And I can select groups that I want to transfer over to this folder. And I think I'm going to do the teacher group. I'm going to turn this on and off to see what really is on. It looks like the teacher group is on, but oh, okay. And then this is an adjustment layer, which I guess I could keep or not. And these are turned off. I'm just going to leave those off. I want to make sure that the mask is linked to the image so that when I drag it over, it all moves together as a unit. So I'm going to select this folder and drag it to here and let go. And then I'm going to move this up for a minute, and so I can see the full screen. And and I'm going to see about transforming this so it's a little bit closer to the size that I might want it to be inside the screen. So I'm holding down the shift key as I drag in on the corners to get this reduced to about the size and place I want it to be. And I can decide later if I do want to include the award or any of the stuff in the background, or if I want to do something else. I can always decide this later. I'm going to move that over a little bit more, and I'll press return. Okay, now I want to go back to the window to my movie poster again. And I might select another folder. Maybe I'll choose the class itself, that folder. And maybe I'll want to take this group over with me. So I'm going to click on the class. I want to move these side by side again just because I like the arrangement of seeing the two images I want to move back and forth to. You could drag it and move it over on top of the tabs, but I'm going to move the class over now and drag it into here. And then I'm going to move this back up again so I can see the whole thing. And I'll have the class. I apparently moved it inside my teacher one. I want to move it out. And then I want to still select that folder and I can move it around. Now I could keep doing this, or from here I could maybe begin to create some intermediate bands of information to hide. Maybe create a different background that would fill in across here, and maybe create something that looks like links to maybe different parts of the site. And I might not want to include things like the statue or the award or any of that kind of information, but just leave it plain. Okay, so this is my beginning, or a possible beginning. I'm going to put that away just for right now, and I want to open up what I did that is completed right now. And you can see where I did move over the different folders. I've deleted some of the extra stuff or added some other elements. I created this band here that could represent different links to different parts of a website about this movie. I ended up flipping him the other direction, and I flipped the class the other direction from the way it was in the poster. And you can choose a whole poster and completely transform it left or right or whatever and scale it separately. So what you'll be ending up creating will be what you might call a prototype for a web page. This isn't going to have any active links on it right now or anything like that, but it would be maybe a prototype for a web page. When you get finished, then you could optimize the web pages using the generator. So I go up underneath the file, Generate. I'm going to choose Generate, and I'm going to select Image Assets. Now I can go back through each of these items, and I could type in maybe the kind of optimization I want it to be. This is the course background. Okay, this is just the title, and I think I'm going to optimize it as a PNG. So I type .png. Then the band is just this. I think I'll do it the same way. PNG is a type of, I guess I ended up deleting the whole word. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, there, .png. And this, I don't even have turned on, so I could get rid of that, because that doesn't look like something that's required. The class, I might optimize it as a JPEG, because JPEG is better for continuous tone images. The background texture could be a .png. David, I'll just go ahead and save as another JPEG. And I forgot to put in the quality, so I'm going to put in 6 here and 6 for this JPEG. Then select, just insert the cursor, and I might type 6 on that too. That's telling it the quality of the image, the JPEG image. This one I'll type .png. I thought I had done that one. And then David, I wanted to do, I can't see there, .jpg 6. And then the background, I'll just do it as a .png. I could have done GIF probably. And the background, I don't even think is applicable to this, so and this isn't either, so I could have just thrown away those layers. So I'll go ahead and save this image, and it will create an assets folder as a result of using that, I'm going to call it grouped and optimized, and save. It creates an assets folder that includes all the images and the groups of images. It flattens them and creates them and optimizes that group as a flat group or flat image for optimized for the web and to put into a website. Okay, that's all I'm going to cover in this video, and I hope that was enough to give you an idea about how you can begin to set up your document to meet the requirements for the web splash screen.